everybody. We are in process of understanding, or we are in process of putting up a proper structure around the design of the visualization or the design of the dashboard as such. And the fundamental things that we are talking about here basically related to the non-data and the data related part. In the earlier lecture series, right, we have got enough understanding about how to manage, how to handle those non-data elements those are appearing into your visualizations or the dashboard as such. Now let's spend some amount of time to understand that how this whatever data elements are there and how to handle those particular data elements when we are designing the visuals with them. Okay, so now it again falls into two steps. I will say that whatever data elements those are present, whatever data pixels those are, not everything is important, right? We need to find out what is relevant, what is irrelevant with respect to the visual that you are plotting up over there, and what are irrelevant thing or unnecessary thing that is present over there, how to get rid of that particular thing from the visualization, and what are remaining data elements are there. Right now those are the core non-erasable portion of your visualization, right? Without that your visualization doesn't carry any meaning, it doesn't put up any observation in front of your audiences as such, right? Then how we can make sure that those points, whatever story points that you want to convey to your audiences, how those are represented with help of those particular remaining data elements over there. So let's continue and understand it with respect to the few of the examples are there, right? So now when we are talking about this data elements, the thing that will come again and again, that not every data element has to have a presence on the visualizations, right? So maybe a simple example, a lot of records are coming into your system and those are getting surfaced out in a form of a tabular format in a particular dashboard, right? So if that is the question and if really you need to get the real-time inputs over there, then it makes perfect sense to showcase each and every record that is appearing over there. Okay, but now nobody is going to sit in front of your dashboard and are going to have a look at that particular each and every record that's appearing over there, right? So maybe here you will apply some logic that you are interested in certain kind of event only, and only those events should be showcased to me. So rather than showcasing thousands of such events those are appearing each and every other minute into that one, now I have restricted the number of records that will be appearing on that particular visual, right? If a particular condition is not satisfied, if the order is not put up, it is order failed due to some reason, what because of that, maybe I can go ahead and just put up on my visual maybe a single or maybe more than one such related records can be put up over there. Okay, so now the second question is that whenever you are seeing the charts and the graphical visuals over there, right, so usually they will be showing the condensed for the summarized format of the data, right? And maybe there will be an added capacity that can be provided where user can go into the next level of detail, right? Maybe a hierarchical drill down or drill up kind of thing can be provided, a drill across mechanism, right? Maybe I want to go ahead and have a look at the another similar kind of reference data over there, so maybe that capabilities can be added. But the first and foremost visual that is getting place on that visual, right, it has to be showcased in the summarized format. So now in most of the times what happens, right, mostly with respect to the BI tools those are coming over there, right? What people are doing over there, they are exploring their data in their own manner and they are trying to figure out answers to their questions with the help of this. Now, but if I want to surface out this different visualization on a dashboard, right, it is very difficult job for me to satisfy the requirements of each and every user of that particular organization. So we have seen the different type of dashboards users those are there, or the different kind of dashboard those are there, right? Operational, strategic, and the mid-level managers will be using a particular tactical kind of dashboard over there. So now let's say everybody is asking me the sales figure, okay? But what is happening with that one? Some people are asking me about the daily sales, some people are asking me about the monthly sales, some people are asking me about the yearly sales. So maybe higher level management will be interested in the year-on-year sales growth, mid-level managers will be interested in the monthly performance of the sales figures, and the bottom line manager will be interested in the daily sales information that is associated with a certain product over there, right? So should I go ahead and put up all that information into a single visualization over there? And maybe certain capabilities can be to zoom in, zoom out, or some such those capabilities can be provided, so that user can go ahead and have a look at appropriate level of the details. But what's happening with that one, right? That is the secondary action that is coming into picture, right? At the very first moment, are you giving me the information that what I'm looking for? If not, then there are very less chances that people will go ahead and use your secondary mechanism that allows you to interact with your data, interact with your visualizations as such. Okay, so the simple solution that can be used for that particular purpose is, right, if such several different requirements are coming, right, though the matrix is same but the time periods are different over there, why not to break it into separate visualizations, and based on the roles and the requirements of that particular user over there, why not to show that only that particular kind of visual to the audiences over there. And the example that we are seeing here, right, it is showcasing the same thing. The yearly sales, the current year sales and the current month sales are segregated from each other, and the different levels of users are there, and they are happily able to infer the point of their interest out of this particular visualizations over there. So having talked about that particular thing about the that it is that not every data point makes sense on that particular visualization as such, it brings us to the next point, the final stage in this particular visual design process, that now whatever that remains is the core portion of your visualization. Okay, it is non-erasable portion of your visualization. If you are getting read out of it, there is no meaning that is associated with your visualization. Then what are these remaining things are there, those needs to be showcased in a proper manner, those needs to be highlighted in a proper manner, so that your users are able to get the communication that you are trying to convey to them. Okay, so have a look at this particular image over there. Let's say this is a dashboard that I do have over there, and it is divided into 5 different regions: the left top, right top, left bottom and right bottom, we can say, and the central. So usually whenever people are looking at certain image, certain picture or certain dashboard, right, their eyes will immediately get attracted to the top left corner over there, right? Because of the influence of this Western languages, we are habitual to read from top to down, left to right, and that's why it is very prominent that users' eyes will get attracted to that one. In some of the scenarios, they will get attracted to the center, provided that the central element has certain kind of decoration or the borders or some kind of emphasis has been done with respect to that particular component over there. But the very prominent places or very critical part of your dashboard design is the top left corner. Okay, so if a particular visualization is there, or for a particular visualization a point to be made over there, right, that has to be, you have to make sure that it is conveyed through that particular important portion of your visualization or important portion of your dashboard as such. Okay, is that the case that every data that is coming, right, it has to be showcased in the same format to the users? Okay, because there are certain cases where every data that is coming, every information that is present, right, it is always of importance to the users. Okay, so maybe I am capturing any matrix over there, and what that matrix is saying, right, I am bothered about that particular measure that is being represented. But if I am putting up a visual for doing the management by exceptions kind of thing, right, whenever a certain thing is failing, whenever certain thing is crossing the certain threshold over there, then only let me know. Okay, so that another category of the information is there, which is important for a certain amount of time. Okay, if I have looked into that one, if I have found out the reason for that particular purpose, for that particular exception over there, afterwards maybe it's of no use to me, or it has lost significance to me. Okay, so now maybe different strategies can be used in order to handle this dynamic and the static highlighting of data that is appearing over there. So some of the common techniques that we have seen, maybe brighter and darker colors can be used, or maybe different shades of the colors, or the different colors itself can be used for showcasing that kind of information to the audiences. Another simple technique that can help your audiences, right, that can help to improve the readability of the data element those are appearing over there. Maybe if it is some trend that you are able to find out with respect to those numbers, right, so maybe the visual clues, maybe a simple upward arrow, downward arrow, or maybe something similar to that one can be showcased in front of your numbers. Okay, because if I showcase the data in a tabular format to the users, maybe after reading 2-3 lines they will lose the importance of it, or they will got puzzled into that particular lot of data values those are appearing over there. But if I am trying to showcase a visual indicator in next to those numbers over there, right, the upward blue arrow and maybe the orange color downward arrow, so instead of going each and every number, right, they will be very easily able to see that for January all the regions are showing are showing increasing trend in the sales figures, whereas in the month of the March something is going wrong and every region is started showing the decline in the sales figures as such. So maybe using such visual indicators over there, right, you can help improving the readability of your visuals to your audiences, right. Please make sure that each and every effort that you can do in order to improve the readability of that visualization. So what we are doing with this visual design process, we are coming to the same point, okay. So whatever those elements those are present on my visual as such, right, those should be present, or those should be finding presence on that particular visual or the visualization or the dashboard if they are adding certain value to the understanding of my users. If they are not doing anything in reference to that understanding, then it makes perfect sense to get rid of them. But whatever that other remaining data or the non-data elements those are present over there, right, they should convey the story in a very effective manner, in a very easy to understand manner to the audiences. This brings us to the conclusion of this design related stuff of the visualization and the dashboards. Those are the two key constituents of this particular course, and now from here onward we are going to start our journeys in order to exploring the different kind of tools those are helpful in order to create the visualizations, or those helps in creating the dashboards which helps us to assemble the dashboard as such. We will continue our discussion on those tool specific part in the upcoming lectures. Thank you.